betting formula that has taken the internet by storm. Get winnings of $548, $1,326, $3,425 every month, at least $41,100 per year in pure profit, even if you consider yourself a sports betting expert. Best part? You don't even have to be an expert in sports betting. Actually, it's recommended if you don't win very often, or if you just bet for fun. You don't need thousands of dollars to throw away, not even hundreds. We say that you won't have any losses in the first 5 months, almost guaranteed. It is proven mathematically on more than 1,253 people and counting that it works every single time like clockwork. Awesome system, very reliable, and brings in consistent profits. I will be a member for a very long time. That's from Andrew. My bankroll is increasing by $300 every month. This is the best system I've ever used. It works like clockwork every time, says Nick in Las Vegas. Most unique system I've ever seen. Thanks very much for such an honest system. Sports betting has never been so fun, says Leo. Your risk is close to zero. Warning, this is not a get-rich scheme, but it can make you a lot of money. If you want to win millions and millions only, this message is not for you. But if you really want to make extra cash using an ultra-proven tested method with a legal yet encouraged by bookies method, then watch this short free video now until it's too late. Dear friend, my name is Tommy Craig, and finally, you're in the right place at precisely the right time. In fact, you're right at the winning sweet spot of a trend. Heck, a tsunami that's going to leave more wealth in its wake than anything you've ever seen before. And I'm not kidding at all. You may not know it yet, but you've already got almost everything you need. And I'm about to arm you with the last missing pieces of the puzzle right here on this page. And when you snap those last pieces into place, you'll see why sports betting can be your gold mine anytime, anywhere, with close to zero risk. How can I promise you that? Because I personally leveraged this exact sports betting formula to repeatedly pull in over $2,000 a month while investing just a few bucks. Even though I'm only 28 years old, with no genius brain, no training, and no unfair advantages or head starts of any kind. And I'm not some kind of sports betting wizard either. Believe it or not, I stumbled into sports betting my freshman year of college after I accidentally discovered a formula to win for 3 months in a row and multiply my investment times 23. After years of losing, after years of bad streaks, I made the system years ago when I was trying to make some cash without getting a job. I was a part-time poker player and an addicted lottery player. I had a lot of friends that bet sports and constantly lost every single week. I was pretty much in the same situation as them, winning from time to time, but nothing remarkable. After a while, I was about to quit. I felt like I was never going to hit it big. Week after week, it was more like I was tasting, but not really getting to eat the cash pie. It was fun at that time, but the problem was that this fun was squeezing all my money, and I couldn't afford it. Until one day, I was getting to the point where I didn't care too much. I had less than $100 in my pocket, and I started to just bet like crazy, trying different methods with small amounts. All of a sudden, betting blindly, I started to win. It wasn't much. I was doubling my investment every 2 to 3 days. It gave me some hope. This lasted for 24 days in a row, and at the end, the amount was pretty big. $1,323.44. I felt like I was the luckiest person in the world. My friends were amazed too, and they believed that I was onto something, and that I didn't want to share it with them. Now, I was finally able to eat from the cash pie. It felt pretty awesome. To be honest, at that time, I had no clue why I was winning, and I didn't really care. I assumed that it was out of luck. I wish this had lasted forever, but it didn't. On the 25th day, I hit a bad streak, and I started to lose. The next day, the same, and I continued into the same rhythm for 2 more weeks. Jesus, I lost all my winnings from the glory period, and even some extra money from my pocket. Now, by this point, I was really pissed. You know how it is. If you don't taste the easy money you get with the winnings, and you lose most of the time, you get used to it, and you live with it. But if you smelt the cash, you felt the emotions of winning, and then you run into a really bad streak, it's a disaster. It happened to me, and it was horrible. I had to figure out what was happening. Why had I won, and why had I lost? It became obvious to me that it wasn't just luck. I started to search for answers and solutions. I read all the books I could find, online and offline. I even talked to some of the guys from my college campus that were considered sports betting experts. They were all saying that you have to watch for the games of the year, crazy parlays, or betting your whole bankroll on one game after solid research. I knew that those methods didn't work because I had already tried these techniques before. I wanted something else. I wanted, as you probably want today, a system that has proven to work in any conditions, a system that generates me more than $500 a month, a system that is easy to implement because I was not an expert, a system that works immediately, not in weeks, a month, or after a year, a system that works for every sport in the USA and soccer internationally, a system that was 100% legal and clean. When I was about to lose my hope, I discovered a little book that contained a very interesting betting method, adapted from blackjack. I found it very interesting. It's called the Martingale system. While I was reading it, I realized that during the period that I had won a lot, I was blindly using a modified version of this system. It was purely by chance. But that made me realize that I had to investigate some more. Based on the Martingale system and all the good tips I found in other books I read, I developed a pretty efficient system called Sports Cash System. I started out slow, with a bankroll of less than $100, and I pretty soon got it to $600. Within 2 months, I had built my $600 to over $2,500. I then kept refining my system for months and months until I had it exactly where I wanted it. From there on, I was making thousands every month using my system of betting sports. I was having the time of my life winning on sports, paying all my bills, going out to bars, having fun. Before long, all my friends were asking how I did it, what I did. So I shared it with them, and before long, they were all winning.